Today, we're diving deep into a music industry drama where friendships turned into rivalries and success sparked dangerous beef. The hidden story between Young Thug and Gunna, secrets no one dared to share until now. Is this just another rap feud or a full-blown legal battle? And what happens when Young Thug breaks his probation and risks everything? Get ready to hear the real truth you've never heard before. Don't miss this, the real story is just getting started. You posted a picture of your house on Instagram, right? I swear, the moment you did that, you got blocked from your own page. I was following you from my fake account, and even then, you tried to block me. But I told you, that picture you posted isn't me. Everyone else thinks so too. I'm 56 years old, I'm not the one wearing that skirt and hat. Some guy said he's got more hits than me and Kendrick, but that's just not true. Kendrick has way more hits than him, and you definitely don't have more than me either. So why are you acting like that? I even drove past your house and saw a for sale sign. Looks like you put all your money into that place but couldn't finish paying it off. Now, the lady who took her inheritance back has the place, and you're stuck having to sell it. When Gunna announced the release of his new album, titled The Last Wun, it sparked quite a reaction from Young Thug. Gunna had tweeted the album's release date, trying to build up anticipation among fans. However, Young Thug responded sharply with a dismissive comment, saying, "Nobody wants to hear that stuff." This short but pointed reply was not only disrespectful but also hurtful to Gunna, who clearly didn't take it lightly. In response, Gunna took to his Instagram story and posted a message directed at Young Thug, although he later deleted the post. The words left a strong impression. Gunna said, "Be quiet, bro. I don't mess with you no more. You unfollowed me because you ain't on the album." This wasn't just a casual clapback. It revealed a deeper rift between the two artists. The message showed that their relationship was strained and complicated, with underlying issues beyond just simple disagreements. The title of Gunna's album, The Last Wun, holds a lot of significance in this context. It refers to the fact that this album would be the final project to complete his contract with YSL Records, the label founded by Young Thug. This detail is crucial because it explains why Gunna has been openly dissing Young Thug lately. Since this is his last album under YSL, Gunna knows that Young Thug will no longer benefit financially from his music once this project is done. In other words, after The Last Wun, Young Thug's influence and earnings from Gunna's success will come to an end. The tension between the two is about much more than music. It's about money, power, and loyalty in the music business. Gunna's decision to take this album as his final move under YSL is a statement. It's a way of saying that he's done being under Young Thug's shadow, and he's ready to move on independently. The disses and public calls-outs are part of that process, showing his frustration and possibly anger toward how things ended up. For Young Thug, losing Gunna's music means a financial hit and perhaps a loss of control. As the founder of the label, Young Thug had a vested interest in the success of artists like Gunna. Their collaboration brought attention and revenue to YSL. Now, with Gunna finishing his contract and breaking away, Young Thug's role diminishes. That is likely why Young Thug reacted defensively and even aggressively, trying to downplay Gunna's work and achievements. This public feud reveals a bigger picture about the struggles artists face within the industry, especially when contracts and business deals come into play. Friendships and alliances can quickly turn sour when financial stakes are high. The line between personal relationships and professional interests becomes blurred, and sometimes it explodes in public like this. In summary, Gunna's announcement of The Last Wun triggered a chain reaction. Young Thug's dismissive response led to Gunna's sharp reply, exposing their broken relationship. The album title itself symbolizes a turning point, Gunna's last project under YSL, and the end of Young Thug's financial stake in Gunna's music. Behind the scenes, it's a story about artists fighting for independence, respect, and control over their careers, set against the complex backdrop of loyalty, money, and rivalry in the rap world. As fans watch this drama unfold, it serves as a reminder of how complicated the music business can be, and how even close collaborations can end with tension and conflict when contracts and money are involved. The story of Young Thug and Gunna is a vivid example of this struggle and emotional, financial, and creative battle played out on a public stage, with both artists fighting for their place and power in the industry. Young Thug did not take Gunna's response quietly. Instead, he fired back in a way that could seriously land him in legal trouble. Shortly after the public back and forth, Young Thug posted an Instagram story where he was flaunting his expensive jewelry while recording in the studio. This wasn't just a casual flex, it was a clear message to Gunna that he was unfazed and didn't care about the drama. But this was a risky move, and many see it as his first mistake in what could be a very costly battle. The reason this matters so much goes beyond just personal rivalry or social media beef. The Atlanta District Attorney's Office is actively working to revoke Young Thug's probation. This effort started in part because of lyrics from Young Thug's song Money on Money, where he openly dissed Gunna, but it didn't stop there. In that same track, Young Thug insulted a female police officer who played a key role in Gunna's plea deal. This officer was involved in the legal case against YSL and Gunna, and Young Thug's public disrespect toward her did not go unnoticed. Since Young Thug is on probation, there are strict rules he must follow, rules designed to keep him out of trouble, but attacking a law enforcement officer on a public platform while under probation is a serious violation. It raises red flags for the DA's office, suggesting that Young Thug may not be taking his legal obligations seriously. They see this as more than just words. They interpret it as a threat or an attempt to undermine the justice system. This situation puts Young Thug in a precarious position. What started as a music industry dispute is now entangled with legal consequences. His actions, including his social media posts and provocative lyrics, have given prosecutors more reasons to push for harsher penalties. The DA is using these incidents to build a case for revoking his probation, which could send Young Thug back to jail. In short, Young Thug's reaction was far from just a simple diss track or Instagram post. It could have real, severe consequences on his freedom. The music and social media drama is now a legal battle, with the district attorney watching closely and ready to act if they believe Young Thug has crossed the line. Young Thug publicly targeted Marissa Vivero, a female government official involved in his legal case. He called her the biggest liar in the DA office and posted messages claiming all my homies hate Vivero. These statements were more than just personal attacks, they had serious legal implications. Since Vivero is a government employee, actively working on cases connected to Young Thug, openly insulting her while on probation sends a dangerous message. It looks like Young Thug is encouraging others to disrespect or even harm her. This kind of behavior is exactly why authorities want to revoke his probation and send him back to jail. Marissa Vivero plays a significant role as a witness in the ongoing OMF case, which involves several high-profile figures, including for PM and Lil Baby. The OMF case is complex and tied to deep-rooted tensions and rivalries within the Atlanta rap scene, with several ongoing beefs that have attracted law enforcement's close attention. Because of these tensions, Vivero's testimony is critical to the prosecution's efforts to bring indictments and possibly dismantle parts of these organizations. By attacking Vivero publicly, Young Thug risks obstructing justice and intimidating a key witness. Courts take these actions very seriously, especially when they come from someone already under legal scrutiny. Probation isn't just a set of restrictions, it's a test of whether a person can stay out of trouble and respect the law. Young Thug's comments suggest he is not respecting those boundaries, making it easier for the DA to argue that he cannot be trusted to remain free. These attacks also show the ongoing tension between Young Thug and others involved in these cases. This situation is not just legal but deeply personal and intertwined with the complicated dynamics of loyalty, betrayal, and power struggles within the rap industry. Vivero's role as a witness puts her at the center of these conflicts, making her a target for Young Thug's frustration and anger. In summary, Young Thug's public insults against Marissa Vivero are a dangerous move that could seriously jeopardize his freedom. By undermining a government official involved in a major case, he risks harsher consequences and the loss of his probation privileges. This is why the DA is pushing hard to revoke his probation and send him back to jail, using these attacks as clear evidence of his unwillingness to comply with the law. Because of this, news outlets reported that Georgia filed a motion to send Young Thug back to jail, using his lyrics and the new disses toward Gunna as evidence. In Money on Money, Young Thug raps, "These guys telling for nothing, and I got to be the one calling them friends." In a recent interview, he said he just tries to help people, including Gunna, who they made many successful songs with together. When asked about his relationship with Gunna, now, Young Thug said, "I don't know." Later that night, Young Thug tweeted, "If you're a rapper and you rat, you just gotta go gospel." This tweet went viral, with one person replying, You're literally not allowed to rap about gangster stuff anymore. Bro, go do gospel. The reply got 100,000 likes and 3 million views. But this viral moment caught police attention. And Young Thug was targeted while driving home from the interview. He was reportedly speeding over 100 miles per hour on a metro road. One person joked about hoping he just got a warning, but if they were the cop, they'd want to pull him over hard, especially since he just got his license back. With body cam footage going viral, some fans comment that it's impossible for Young Thug to stay out of jail while continuing to rap about gangster life, because every song seems to break his probation. So, with Young Thug constantly throwing shade at Gunna, it looks like he's headed straight back to jails just like DJ Academics predicted. Academics recently talked about Young Thug's release and explained that the conditions placed on him are basically a trap. The court wants him to slip up so they can send him back behind bars, possibly for 20 years. Some fans think Young Thug won the case, but that's not really true. Winning means no restrictions, but Thug's win comes with heavy rules: probation for 15 years. No going to Atlanta, no talking to co-defendants or gang members, no rapping or promoting music connected to what the court sees as illegal activity. The problem, even if he's just talking about hanging out, partying, or celebrating, the court might see that as activity. So while we're glad he got out because anyone watching the trial saw how much pain he went through, even gaining weight, needs to be aware this is a delicate situation. Then, things got heated when Black 100 revealed he has 2 hours of footage showing Gunna snitching on Young Thug during an interrogation. That's why Young Thug is still upset with Gunna. Gunna spent hours talking during that interrogation. Probably more than a hurricane lasted. His only mistake: letting them record him. Charleston White confirmed this new evidence and actually praised Gunna for snitching his way out of the case. White even said, "I never thought I'd say this, but Gunna is out of prison because he told the truth. I'm a fan now." When fans got mad, White stood firm, saying he would have done the same. Gunna didn't just snitch, he confessed. Which changes everything. The real drama exploded the night Gunna dropped his album, The Last Wun. That same night, the Atlanta DA submitted new evidence showing Young Thug broke probation, trying to lock him up again. 1 week after getting out, Young Thug tweeted, "Vom, let's drop one on these rats." Police say VAM refers to rapper Lil Baby, who recently released an album called VAM Rats refers to Gunna, who's been dissed for cooperating with the YSL trial. Lil Baby responded, "We should," confirming the shade. The next day Young Thug tweeted at Gunna, "Stop acting like we're friends on the internet. I don't know you." Gunna's brother replied, "Trust me, the feeling is mutual." This started a public backdash and dash forth. Later that night, Young Thug broke probation again during an Instagram live with T.I., saying he did it the right way while sneaking disses at Gunna. Fans begged Young Thug to stop trolling because it would only get him in legal trouble, but he kept going. DJ Academics revealed that while in jail, Young Thug made calls telling other rappers to avoid Gunna, calling him a snitch. He sent messages to several rappers warning them to stay away from Gunna. Most rappers stopped working with Gunna, keeping their distance. Interestingly, fans think Young Thug leaked this info to Academics himself. He couldn't say it openly, but wanted the word out. After a year of Young Thug's trolling, Gunna finally responded, not directly, but through his lawyer. The lawyer said Gunna never cooperated with the government or said anything to hurt Young Thug's case. In fact, Gunna witnessed crimes committed by YSL members but didn't testify against Thug. Those items were never yours. Gunna spent 8 months in jail and was released in December 2022 after taking an Alfred plea deal. His plea deal couldn't be used against Young Thug, and Gunna was never even called as a witness. He got a 5-year sentence but with no reporting, no travel limits, no restrictions on where he lives, and no probation. In the last 2 years, Gunna has toured all over the world, gained international fame, and made millions of dollars. On the other hand, Young Thug went to trial, spent 30 months in jail, then pled guilty with a NOLO contender plea. He got 15 years probation, has to report regularly, and is not even allowed to live in Atlanta. For those who keep talking bad about Gunna, it's time to get over it. This even made 6ix9ine and react, saying Gunna just gave up YSL's defense. Meaning now, people locked up like Jeffrey and Young Thug can't say we're just a record label anymore. Gunna clearly wanted to stop being called a snitch. But the release of his album The Last Wun showed a much bigger problem. A viral tweet said, "Once you understand the damage Gunna did by snitching in the YSL trial, you'll see why Young Thug and Lil Baby will never be cool with him again. Go learn." Recently, a viral Reddit thread brought to light new and compelling evidence from the Atlanta court files indicating that Lil Baby is facing serious legal trouble, specifically a potential RICO charge. This revelation has sent shockwaves through the hip-hop community and sparked intense discussion among fans and insiders alike. The racketeer-influenced and corrupt organizations Act RICO charges are serious accusations, often tied to organized crime, and their application to the music industry, particularly the rap scene, is both alarming and unprecedented to many. About a year ago, the popular YouTube commentator DJ Academics had already stirred the pot by sharing insider information regarding the RICO cases involving Atlanta's top rap labels. He revealed that 4PF, which is Lil Baby's record label, was listed alongside YSL, the label founded by Young Thug, on the same RICO indictment document. This piece of information suggested that federal prosecutors were investigating both groups for alleged criminal activities connected to their affiliations. What made the situation even more intriguing was Academics' hint that several well-known Atlanta rappers whose names are often abbreviated into 3 letters were also involved in this sprawling investigation. Fast forward to this week, and DJ Academics has now made it clear that Lil Baby is likely next in line to face formal RICO charges. Though he admitted that some of the details he shared might be met with skepticism, he confidently stated that the evidence points toward Lil Baby's increasing legal jeopardy. This announcement has left many fans worried and curious about how this could impact Lil Baby's career and the broader Atlanta rap scene. The seriousness of these allegations cannot be overstated. RICO charges typically require proving that an individual was involved in an ongoing criminal enterprise, which could include acts such as conspiracy, violence, or other felonies carried out by a group. If the federal government moves forward with these charges against Lil Baby, it could mean a major shift in the music industry's power dynamics, possibly bringing down entire networks of artists and executives. Additionally, this news comes at a time when Atlanta's rap community is already on edge due to ongoing legal battles involving other artists, including Young Thug and Gunna. The prospect of Lil Baby facing similar charges adds another layer of complexity and tension to the situation. Fans and observers alike are closely watching how this unfolds, aware that the consequences could be far-reaching not only for the artists but for the culture surrounding them. In short, while the full truth remains to be revealed through the courts, the recent Reddit revelations and DJ Academics' insights highlight that Lil Baby's legal troubles may be escalating, marking a potentially dramatic new chapter in Atlanta's hip-hop saga. When the feds started going after YSL, they also went after YFN. Eventually, they were going to target for PF2, which is why Lil Baby changed his label's name. The feds even told them it was okay to drop some charges, but they still plan to get Lil Baby eventually. Lil Baby hasn't been on federal watch but has faced local police attention. Recently, he was questioned about a shooting where 2 toddlers were killed, and police linked a music video to the violence. A $50,000 reward was offered for information, and 7 people were arrested. Lil Baby ended his 4PF label because he didn't want it to be seen as a street gang. He explained he had to learn that he could be held responsible for others' actions, which he didn't realize at first. Now, he's changing everything to avoid trouble. The Atlanta police updated that Georgia's PD is preparing to defend against a possible 4PF RICO case, with Lil Baby named in the paperwork. In court, an investigator shared wiretap evidence that Lil Baby allegedly placed bounties called tickets on people's heads, meaning he paid to have them harmed, similar to Lil Durk's situation. They talked about someone named Dominique Jones, who had these tickets on many people, wanting them hurt. So, is this why Young Thug is still mad at Gunna and dissing him every day? Because Lil Baby might be next to face serious charges, and Gunna's now on his own.